This is Nick Nelson, that scientist of muscle, and what I've got for you today here is a really weird bicep exercise. I know, shocker, but this is actually a really cool one. So what I've got here in the setup is a power rack with a bar setup. This is kind of about rib cage height, so the solar plexus height. You can experiment with that. I found that to be a good height. I've got a pair of blue bands here from Set for Set and a pair of 53-pound kettlebells. Now, what I've done here is loop one end of the band around this bar. That's the anchor point. So basically roll the thing back, slide the ends on just one end of each band. The other end is going to loop through the handle of the kettlebell. What we're going to be doing here is facing this way, doing band curls. As we're doing a band curl, the tension of the band is going to stretch the bands out and raise the kettlebell up higher. So you get a phenomenal stretch. You get peak tension right here at the midpoint of the exercise, and then you come up to a powerful contraction. So it's actually a really complete range of motion bicep exercise with a strong stretch, strong midsection, and a strong contraction at the top. Now, the silver grips on here are band grips from Vector Athletics. These things are phenomenal. They're very easy to use. There's just a little groove on the front. Stick the band in and you've got yourself a solid band handle. Now, you don't necessarily need those for this exercise. You can grip right onto the band itself. This is just going to make the exercise easier and actually quite a lot better, because you don't have to worry about the band basically squeezing your hand and opening your hand or crunching your hand up. So here's what it looks like. Again, I know it's a strange one, but the setup is not as complex as it looks, even though you're basically just putting the, never mind, you got it.
So to maximize the stretch portion of this exercise, you actually want to set that Olympic bar height to about lower chest height. I found for me with the blue bands and the 53-pound kettlebells, this was perfect for actually keeping those kettlebells off the ground at the bottom of the exercise. This gives you the best backwards angle to put massive stretch on your biceps at the bottom of the exercise. So you're getting a stretch comparable to an inclined dumbbell curl at the bottom. You're getting strong contraction all the way to the top with this particular setup. So it's really a powerful movement, really hitting a lot of different angles with the biceps in one movement without any rest in between. But again, the key thing here with that is keeping those kettlebells off the ground at the bottom. You may want to use thicker bands, you may want to use lighter kettlebells, but for me, for this particular setup, that was the perfect height for this exercise.
All right, so for the next part of it, turn around, face the bar, and then do the same thing with curls. Monster contraction on the biceps.